Welcome to Secret Witness, the channel where we uncover crime, betrayal, and the darkest people try to hide.
Every day we bring you gripping true crime-inspired stories that will shock you, haunt you, and make you question what really happens behind closed doors. So before we dive into today's chilling story, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell icon, so you'll never miss a single twist. A fairy tale shattered. A wedding that ended before it began. Welcome to Secret Witness True Crime Stories, where we dive deep into the mysteries that shock the world. Imagine a wedding in Dubai, a city where dreams are built on gold. The venue sparkles with crystal, the bride glows with joy, and love seems eternal. But just 45 minutes after exchanging vows, this bride's life is stolen in a chilling act of betrayal. Her name was Noor Al-Bahr, a young woman with a heart full of hope, and this is the story of how her fairy tale wedding became a true crime nightmare. Who was the man she trusted? What secrets were buried beneath the glamour? And how did 45 minutes change everything? Grab a seat, Secret Witness viewers. This tale of love, lies, and murder will leave you questioning everything. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to join us on this journey into the darkness behind the dazzle. Noor's World of Dreams. Dubai 2019. A city where ambition meets extravagance, where skyscrapers cast shadows over deserts and wealth flows like water. At the heart of this world was Noor Al-Bahr, a 23-year-old whose warmth and creativity lit up every room. Born to a middle-class Emirati family, Noor grew up in Al-Bahr, surrounded by love but driven by dreams bigger than her modest roots. She was an artist at heart, her canvases bursting with color, capturing Dubai's soul, its blend of tradition and modernity. By day, she worked as an event planner, orchestrating lavish galas for the city's elite. By night, she painted, her work gaining traction in local galleries. Friends called her the sunshine of Dubai, always laughing, always dreaming of a life filled with love and purpose. Noor's life changed at a charity auction in Jumeirah. Amid the clinking glasses and designer gowns, she met Al-Maktoum, a 32-year-old businessman whose charm was as polished as the Burj Al Arab. Zain was magnetic, tall, with sharp features and a smile that promised the world. He claimed to run a real estate empire, flaunting photos of private jets and meetings with sheiks. To Noor he was a dream come true. Their romance was a whirlwind. Candlelit dinners at Pier Chic, moonlit walks along Jumeirah Beach, and a surprise proposal atop a skyscraper with Dubai's skyline as their backdrop. Zain gifted her a diamond ring that sparkled as brightly as her future seemed. Noor's family was cautious but won over by Zain's generosity. Her mother, Fatima, admired his ambition. Her father, Hassan, saw him as a ticket to elevate their status. Her younger sister Amal wasn't so sure. Something about Zain's intense gaze felt off, but Noor dismissed her doubts. Social media buzzed with their love story, with hashtag Noor and Zain trending locally. But behind the Instagram filters, Zain was hiding a truth that would unravel everything. A night of glamour and hidden shadows. The wedding was a spectacle even by Dubai's standards. Held on April 12, 2019 at the Atlantis The Palm, the ballroom was transformed into a palace of dreams. Crystal chandeliers cast rainbows across marble floors, white orchids spilled from every corner, and a live orchestra played traditional Emirati melodies mixed with modern beats. Noor was a vision in a custom gown, its train embroidered with pearls and Swarovski crystals, designed by a Parisian couturier flown in for the occasion. Zain, in a bespoke tuxedo, looked like he'd stepped out of a Hollywood film, his eyes locked on Noor as they exchanged vows at 8:23 p.m. The officiant's words, "May your love endure forever," drew tears from the 600 guests, from local influencers to international tycoons. The reception was a feast for the senses. Tables groaned under platters of saffron-infused lamb, truffle-stuffed dates, and gold-dusted desserts. A fireworks display lit up the night sky, synchronized to Noor's favorite song. She danced with her father, laughing as he spun her, then shared a romantic waltz with Zain, their chemistry undeniable. Guests whispered about their perfection, snapping photos that would flood social media. But at 9:03 p.m., Noor's smile faltered. She told her sister Amal she felt lightheaded, blaming the excitement. Zain, ever attentive, suggested they slip away to their private suite on the hotel's top floor. "Just a quick break," he said, his arm around her waist. No one thought twice. Newlyweds needed their moments, right? At 9:13 p.m., a maid's scream shattered the festive mood. Hotel staff rushed to the suite, finding the door ajar. Noor lay crumpled on the marble floor, her gown stained with blood, her lips tinged blue. A faint almond-like smell lingered in the air. Zain was gone, his jacket discarded on a chair, his phone left behind. The fairy tale had ended in horror, just 45 minutes after the vows. A city in shock. Dubai police swarmed the Atlantis, their sirens cutting through the night. Guests, still in their finery, stood frozen as officers cordoned off the suite. Initial theories pointed to a heart attack or allergic reaction, but the blood and that strange, bitter smell suggested something far darker. The autopsy delivered a gut punch. Noor had been poisoned with a rare neurotoxin, likely cyanide-based, that stopped her heart in under 5 minutes. The chest wound, a shallow stab, was post-mortem, a clumsy attempt to stage a random attack. All evidence pointed to Zain, but he'd vanished like a ghost. His car was missing, his bank accounts untouched, and his penthouse in Dubai Marina was stripped bare. Detectives dove into Zain's past, and the facade crumbled. Zain Al-Maktoum wasn't his real name. He was Zain al-Hashimi, born to a struggling family in Ayman. His real estate empire was a Ponzi scheme, defrauding investors with fake property deals. Former colleagues described him as charming but ruthless, with a knack for exploiting trust. Then came a bombshell. Zain had been engaged twice before. His first fiancée, Layla, died in a yacht accident in 2016, ruled accidental but suspicious. Her family claimed Zain had isolated her, draining her inheritance before her death. A second woman, Sarah, in Qatar, reported Zain for fraud after he disappeared with her savings. Was Noor his latest target in a deadly pattern? Noor's family was reeling. Her father, Hassan, blamed himself for not digging deeper into Zain's past. Her mother, Fatima, was inconsolable, clutching Noor's childhood sketches. But her sister Amal revealed a chilling detail. Days before the wedding, she'd overheard Zain arguing with an unknown caller about securing the deal. Amal had warned Noor, but love clouded her judgment. Now the police had a new lead. A burner phone found in Zain's jacket, containing text to an unidentified contact about finishing the job that night. A web of deception and secrets buried in gold and lies. Noor's journal, found hidden in her apartment, painted a haunting picture. Zain's love feels possessive, she wrote. He checks my messages, demands to know where I am, and hides things, papers, calls, a package he wouldn't explain. Her final entry 2 days before the wedding read, "I'm signing a prenup to protect Dad's estate." Zain seemed angry when I told him. His eyes scared me. Police traced the mysterious package to a chemical supplier. Zain had purchased the neurotoxin months earlier, claiming it was for industrial cleaning. Security footage from the wedding confirmed the worst. Zain was seen slipping a clear liquid into Noor's champagne flute during a toast, his movements subtle but deliberate. The motive seemed clear: greed. Noor's family had inherited a $50 million real estate portfolio, set to transfer to Noor upon marriage. Zain, drowning in debt from his scams, saw her as his salvation. But the prenup threatened his plan, pushing him to act. The stab wound, investigators believed, was a panicked attempt to mislead police after the poison worked too quickly. But a new twist emerged. Noor's father, Hassan, had a secret. His real estate empire was tied to shady offshore deals, uncovered by a private investigator Zain had hired weeks before the wedding. Zain may have planned to blackmail Hassan if the marriage didn't secure the fortune. Even more shocking, police identified the burner phone's contact. Noor's estranged cousin, Khalid, who held a grudge against the family over a disputed inheritance. Text suggested Khalid had supplied Zain with the toxin, hoping to destabilize the family's empire. Was Zain a lone predator, or was Khalid a silent partner in the crime? The investigation widened, with Khalid questioned but released for lack of direct evidence. The cousin's involvement remained a chilling question mark, adding layers of betrayal to an already tragic tale. A reckoning in the desert. Zayn's run ended in a Sharjah safe house, betrayed by a former associate who'd grown tired of his lies. Arrested in a midnight raid, he spun a desperate story. The poison was meant for Khalid, not Noor, as part of a double cross gone wrong. But the evidence was damning: texts, receipts, and search histories like fast-acting poisons and how to stage a murder. In court, Zayn's charm evaporated as prosecutors painted him as a predator who exploited love for profit. The jury took just hours to convict him of first-degree murder, sentencing him to life without parole. Noor's family faced their own reckoning. Hassan admitted to hiding his business dealings, ashamed of the shadow they cast on Noor's memory. Amal channeled her grief into advocacy, launching the Noor Al-Bahr Foundation to support victims of coercive control. The case gripped Dubai, exposing the dark side of its wealth-obsessed culture. Online, #JusticeForNoor trended for months, with true crime forums buzzing about Khalid's possible role. Was he a mastermind or a scapegoat? The question lingers, haunting Dubai's elite. A legacy beyond the pain. Noor Al-Bahr's story is a tragedy wrapped in a warning. Love can be a light, but it can also blind us to danger. Her 47-minute marriage stands as a stark reminder that even in Dubai's glittering world, monsters hide behind charming smiles. Her family's foundation keeps her spirit alive, teaching others to spot the signs of control and deceit. What do you think, Secret Witness viewers? Could Noor have escaped her fate? Was Khalid more involved than we know? Share your theories in the comments, and let's unravel this mystery together. If Noor's story touched you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true crime tales that expose the truth behind the glamour. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.